Oh, hang on a second. I don't know if this is Brandon, but I think someone's just trying to join. Hang on. Let me just see if I can let them in.
What's this?
Today.
Oh! Beautiful. So I love it.
As you might have guessed, we're releasing into part of the Back to Beta campaign, the League that we spoke about quite a bit last community call. And I was wondering if you could maybe just give us a little bit of an overview on this now very, very soon to be live feature, Mike.
Yeah, so this is our first feature from Back to Beta. So this is the first of our new progression system, and it's one third of the progression system. So the idea with this is that you compete with other people to rise up through the ranks from bronze to silver to gold to diamond along a windy path, collecting trophies as you go along and research points as you go along. And those research points will be used on the research tree. Once we have that, that's the next feature that's currently being worked on. But on the League, you compete against each other and your frame upgrades, and when you get to the top of the League, you're in what's now known as the Diamond Dash, which is a weekly competition where you get trophies and levels based upon the top, I think currently 10% of winners. So it's a normal progression to begin with, and you get basically when you get to level 60, you're in like final end game, and now the competition really starts, and you're considered one of the best players in the game when you get to that top level.
Cool. So this is one of our key, I guess, pillars, is it not? That will really help shape what the mobile experience and the browser experience will be, which I guess we should probably reiterate in case anyone's wondering. These features, the League and others, will be part of the web experience as well. We're not leaving you out in the cold and saving everything for mobile. You will be able to, and everyone will be able to play together on the League. So if you're playing and progressing on the League in mobile, it'll still be the same in web. Is that right?
Yes, correct. Yeah. Completely cross-platform, so should work just fine. So we've got a lot of work coming up soon for changing the UI to make it work on a mobile, because obviously the whole game has been designed for desktop. So making it work on mobile is a monumental effort in itself. So we've got some information on that coming up later in the next few months, I would have thought.
And we have Brandon that has joined us. How are you doing, Brandon?
Good. Is the video working now?
It is. You turned the lights on in your room. Excellent.
Finally.
Wearing a black hat and a black jumper.
Messing everything hat.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
The only reason why I'm wearing a hat is because you don't want to see my messy morning hair.
Oh no one wants to see that.
No. Cool. So
particularly compared to Jamie's long flowing locks and my obviously amazing mane. You know, it's you don't want to be too embarrassed by that.
Goodness me. Sorry, I interrupted. The League, yes. Sorry, continue.
Oh, that's all right. Brandon, did you want to? Do you have any thoughts about the League? Anything that you think we should mention that players might be excited about?
Right. So I missed part of this conversation because I was rejoining. But I think overall, we're pretty excited about the League, because one of the things that's been in the game for the longest time has been the score, and that's been there since day one. If you win a match, you get 6 points. If you lose a match, you get 1 point. And
is that day one?
To be honest, day one, it's very first.
That was our progression system.
That was the whole progression system, and I have no idea how we came up with those numbers. I think Mike just came up with those ideas on, I don't know, on the toilet or something. It's been there. And I think one of the things we wanted to do at that time was like, even if you lose, you're progressing towards something. But over time, we realized maybe that's not the best way to do it, because sometimes we use the score for other things that it's not meant to be used, like tournaments or, as a qualifier for certain things. So one of the things with the league that we've designed it to be was how there is more of a skill-based progression that's kind of built into it. And we want to also potentially use it for matchmaking, and especially when it comes to like the Diamond Dash, where I'm sure we'll talk about it more down the line. But we're thinking about how we can combine a better progression system with a better matchmaking system. So it's sort of the foundation of the new progression system in many ways. This is how you move up to the next levels in the game. This is how you earn rewards in the game, and this is how you sort of feel like you're growing with the game in many ways.
Yep.
And we've had it on staging for a little bit, and I think the Testaronis have enjoyed acquiring those trophies and moving along. I was thinking, Mike, should we flick the switch if you haven't already?
Yep. I'll do it. I'll turn it on. So hopefully it'll be live in a few minutes. I thought we'd just point out as well that it is still just in its first draft. Like with everything that we do, we like to try and get it out early and get the sense of what people think about it, and then iterate on that over time. So right now it is definitely much in a sort of phase one sort of state of it. So we know there's a lot of updates they're going to come down the path that are going to improve the artwork, improve the feel, and obviously add the research points in, and add game modes in that are missing, add the matchmaking. And there's a lot of stuff that's going to come later, but the core of the feature is there. So I don't know whether we want to talk about, or do we want to wait for it to go live, or do we want to talk about the what it might look like coming up the next few weeks?
Maybe should we just talk about it, about what it'll look like, and just while it's going live, or
Yep.
What do you think? We can always talk
Okay,
about
it should be live now. Let's have a look. BattleTabs.io.
Okay.
Yep, it's down the bottom. The league button down the bottom.
Okay.
I moved it down the bottom.
Cool.
Huzzah! It's live. It didn't crash. The servers are still live.
Great.
Always a risky move. Doing that live. Oh, there's a bug already. I've noticed the scroll bar. What's wrong with the scroll bar? Oh, okay. I'll have to fix that. Hot fix.
All right. Yeah. So Brandon. Mike. As you said, a very phase one, but it doesn't mean we're not currently working on everything about it. As we speak. And Sophie, I was wondering if you could show some visuals of what you've been.
Should we show what it currently looks like first, or should we go straight to this?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, sure. Hang on.
Someone want to share their?
Yep, hang on. I'll just disable yours. And Mike, if you don't mind, sorry, putting you in the spot there, and then I will. Okay, yep, I will put that there.
Yeah, so this is what it currently looks like. So you've got yourself down here, and then you work your way up through the league, up to the top like this. And then you might not be easy to see on the stream, but there's a separation between the ranks, between bronze and silver as you go up. And you'll notice that it looks a bit jank at the moment, so that's one thing we're going to improve. Also, that there's no kind of distinction between the ranks, so we wanted separate themes. So and also when you get to you notice the islands are all the same. It all looks kind of a little bit phase 1. So hopefully Sophie can show off what we're hoping to upgrade next.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh,
All right. You are now live. There you go.
All right. So this is, I did a mock-up of kind of what it will look like. Obviously, the water's not moving pretty like it will when it's in, but we'll have different, so like Mike said, different looks, like biomes, I guess, for each rank. So when you're bronze, you start here. And then you go up to silver and it gets more icy, like so. And then when you go all the way up to gold, you're in more of a tropical setting. And then diamond is secret for now. We'll get to that.
Not done.
It's a secret.
Yeah, secret.
Yeah.
And just to be clear as well, that these themes are also going to transfer through into the way that the world looks inside the game itself. So when you're starting a battle and you're playing a battle, that's going to get a massive facelift coming up. So it's actually going to be within an actual 3D environment, and it's going to look much nicer. And it's going to be reflected by the rank that you're currently in.
Yeah.
Just want to quickly point out the reason why you kind of see everything happening in the middle obviously has a lot to do with the game currently being developed for mobile. We might come up with things that we can put on the side maybe at some point, but that's one of the main reasons why that's been designed that way.
Yeah, we're mobile first UI from now on. But we have got plans to make it look a little bit less boring on desktop.
I mean, yeah, it's looking awesome, and I don't know if we probably did mention when you were talking before, but we'll be able to see other players as you're climbing the league. Is that right?
Yes, definitely. Yep. If it works. So it was working on staging, but we'll hopefully have to see whether this works. Oh, already, yeah. If you refresh the page, I'll share my screen. There's already people playing right now.
Oh, fun!
So I'll share my screen. Okay. There we go.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Very cool. Yay!
Going up. Someone with 10 trophies already. So that's nice. Just refresh.
And it's automatic, isn't it? You don't have to join the league. So every time you play, you automatically start to go up.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll see when you complete a battle now, it'll tell you, what your rewards are. Oh, recent battles. But it'll tell you what your rewards are, and some of those will be trophies now. So that's cool. And you can tell. So you can click. It might not be 100% obvious, but you can click on. Down here, and it'll tell you a bit more information about it, and it lets you go back to the intro modal that was at the start. And also, if you click on each rank, it tells you how many trophies you get for win or loss, and just some information like that. And then all the way at the top is the Diamond Dash, and you can get some information on what the Diamond Dash is up there, and you can also expand it and interact with that. So that's the league feature as it currently stands.